Is that a little loud? I made the music myself while I was in the toilet. Oh, yes. What's up, Nana? How you doing? By the way, I just want to tell everybody that the Burger King hat does not disappear like it does. What's up, Jay? So the Burger King hat does not disappear on YouTube like it does TikTok. So we can sit there and have this on. I can even put my black face mask on. Looks like a total psycho. It's absolutely fantastic. So that's what we're going to do there, and we're going to keep this on for the time being. What's up, America? What's up, SLD? What's up, West Virginia? And we're going to talk about the news coming up, as you know. I'm not going to go on TikTok does suck, Cozy. So we've been over the Epstein files. What's up, Scotty? We haven't been over them, but we've been talking about them for 3 days. I'm going to give a break on the Epstein files, at least for a little while, even though there's plenty of crimes to talk about. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, Nana. What's up, Tammy? What's up, Donkey? How you doing? So, couple of news articles I want to talk about. One of them is from England. One of them is from Democrats with Chuck Schumer. One of them is about Donald Trump protecting pesticide companies like Monsanto. What's up, Christy? Yes, you. And there's quite a bit of things to go on here. I guess I'll probably start with, what's up, Nicole? I'll probably start with Chuck Schumer, and then we'll move on to Keir Starmer. What's up, Florida? And in the news today, what's up, Kimberly? Up in the news today, we have Chuck Schumer saying that requiring ID to vote is the same as Jim Crow 2.0. So I thought that was absolutely fascinating that this guy is such a fucking asshole that he would do that, but that's what it's doing. What's up, America? So Democrats are desperate to squash election integrity, according to the Republicans. Thursday morning on MS Now, which of course rebranded itself. What's up, Nicole? From MSNBC because they were failing, had Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer of New York said the Safeguards of American Voter Eligibility, the SAVE Act, was Jim Crow 2.0. Co-host Jonathan Lemire said, so Leader Schumer, this talk about election security has revived discussion of the SAVE Act, which you have said you oppose. Proponents of any revised decision of the SAVE Act, that is, you know, to have ID to prove U.S. citizenship to be able to vote. Chuck Schumer claims that not being able to show ID is racist. However, research and polls show that approximately 95% of Republicans and 71% of Democrats support showing voter ID to vote. So a vast majority of the United States clearly likes, say no sound. A vast majority of the United States clearly wants voter ID, but it looks like Chuck Schumer and his extremist base must be placated. So that's what we have going on with that. President of the United States launches the Trump RX website. What's up, America? I have not visited this yet. President Donald Trump delivers a primetime address announcing the launch of Health RX, Trump RX, care site on Thursday, February 5th. The president spoke earlier Thursday at the National Prayer Breakfast in Washington, D.C. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt also briefed reporters earlier today discussing a number of topics. And then they stopped short with the story. It might be a reference to kick that bitch off the plane. Is that what you're referencing, my friend? What do you want to know? What the prayer breakfast? Basically, like, they're There is an odd mix of what's going on in America, and I'll get into more news here in 5 seconds. But there's not just a divide with Democrats and Republicans. Democrats, their divide is starting to be less divided now. And Republicans are becoming more divided because of the Epstein files. So there's a growing number of people that are really starting to abandon Donald Trump. Now, a lot of people could say, why? The main reason people are demanding abandoning Donald Trump en masse recently, you always have the diehards, of course, is because of the fact of the Epstein files. Now, Donald Trump said the other day that he was vindicated in the Epstein files. But I've read the Epstein files here on YouTube, and I don't know what kind of vindication I'm looking for. However, the Democrats are not very popular. However, the Republicans are not very popular. In my opinion, this is one of the best times to create a new political party. Now, I've read the Epstein files on here. I read to you what it says Donald Trump did, as well as others. My whole thing recently is the other day when he told everybody to not bring up the Epstein files and look the other way. Yes, he is king. That's right. Damn right, Marine. Submarine. Then, the day after that, a CNN reporter, which of course, as you know, CNN is bullshit. But the CNN reporter asked Donald Trump about the victims of Epstein, and Donald Trump told the woman that she should smile more and to shut up. Say what? And so that right there, the behavior of Donald Trump looks like, oh yeah, he was. Yeah, he tried to give his wife, yeah. It just looks on the surface like he's trying to deflect from child molesting. I mean, that's what it's saying. Your mom's fucked in the head. She actually fucked her mouth last night. Tell her I said hi, bitch face. Anyway, it's like they get banned and they just don't understand. So I'm just wondering what we're going to do about this. Because the general consensus of America tells you that you want to stop the child molesting from the elite. But then you have Republicans that won't get off Trump's dick. I don't really know how to say it other than that. Sorry, it's starting to give me a thing there. I don't really know how to say it. Look, I voted for Trump twice. So why can't some of you stop riding Trump's dick? If he's in the Epstein files, I don't understand why it's so hard for people to say, maybe, just maybe, men in positions of power that are billionaires might lead a different weird lifestyle than you. Whereas you would never think about being mean to a woman or selling a woman or fucking a kid. What's up, America? Then you say, well, no, it's Trump. So even if it says he fucked a kid, I'm not going to, la, 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 la. And it's like, look, we've been, as conservatives mostly, we've been mocking Bill Gates for years. No, we can't. I don't give a fuck the zero evidence shit. We've been saying Bill Gates has been eating babies for 20 fucking years. What's up, Woodsman? We've been saying Bill Gates was a weirdo. We've been saying Steve Bannon, Richard Branson. Every single person can be pinned down to being a child molester in these files. But when it gets to Trump, all of a sudden, you look the other way. Why is that? What's up, America? Why is that? Can somebody tell me? Why is it that you're telling me everybody in the Epstein files you throw out on Twitter on blast. Every single one. Richard Branson, Mick Jagger, fucking Chris Tucker, Robin Leach, even Trump's kids. But when you get to Trump and he shows up, it's every excuse to keep sucking his dick. Why? What is wrong with you? Why can't you just admit that people in power with lots of money do fucked up shit? And even though you like Trump and his policy, it is possible maybe he fucked a kid. Okay? Now, I've been supporting Trump. What's up, America? I've been supporting Trump for quite some time. But I also support liberal thoughts when it pertains. We get rid of Shadowhawk, fucking cockface.
I can't understand what the hell he's trying to say.
He's trying to say we're child molesters. And he's a piece of shit. So the thing is, I can say that Donald Trump might be guilty of shit. Why can't you? I don't understand why you can't. Is it a Democrat hoax? Not everything. Not every single thing is a fucking conspiracy theory. So you have to look at this logically. If you look at the Epstein files, and there's 300 men on it that are guilty of doing diddling, but then the one guy that's your president, it can't be. It can't be. Yeah, I voted for Trump twice. So I'm not going to sit here and have Trump supporters come after me, a Trump supporter, because I dare to say he was in the... Okay, prove Bill Gates did it then. Prove it. Prove it with Trump. Okay, then prove it with Bill Gates or any of the other ones. Any of the other ones. Do I have to bring my signed Trump memorabilia into the room for you retards? So you have to understand something. People that are in power are just people. The agenda is larger than a person, is what I'm getting at, you fucking retard. So Trump wanted a certain thing. Wonderful. Trump wanted a golden age in America, make America great again, America first. Wonderful. What does that have to do with only Trump being in charge of that? Can somebody tell me that? Why does Trump have to be the head of Make America Great Again? Why can't he be replaced and put someone else in? Why can't we have Make America Great after Trump? You got to keep sucking his dick when he can't legally run again? And this is what I'm talking about. You have to quit dick riding of Donald Trump. And you have to say, we can make America great without Trump if we have to. We can make America great without MAGA. MAGA was just the facilitator. You can make America great with Democrats and Republicans. And that's all it is. But if you keep cock riding of Donald Trump, you will never make a third party that will stop these retards. Because that's the difference between American politics and cult of personality. Yes, they are. So, most of you know, like I said, I voted for Trump 2 of the 3 times. But I don't, if he does something stupid, I call him on it. And it's almost like I'm not allowed to call Trump on it, because if I say Trump does something I don't like, now all of a sudden I'm Harry Sisson or I'm Dean Withers. No, I'm not Harry Sisson or Dean Withers just because I say Trump sucked at a couple of things. You're just a fucking, what do you want to call it? Not even a cult. You're stuck. You can't move on. You can't say, maybe this isn't the best look for the country right now. At the same time, if Democrats get into power, Jesus Christ. right? If Democrats get into power, they're just going to do Biden again. Not Biden himself, but the same policies. So you have a bunch of fuck all. And what's up, America? And no, what's up, Tricks? And nobody will admit it. Nobody will admit it at all. That question, if Trump arrested all of them, is he forgiven? I would give him more of a pass if he started arresting all these fuckers. So if we started perp walking child molesters that were on the Epstein list, at least we'd be getting the ball rolling. But the bigger thing is Pam Bondi's impotent and nobody's doing anything. So every day, every single day, we keep hearing about new pedophiles. Hey, that actually matches there. But nobody's doing anything. We have multiple people that have stepped down from public positions. The British ambassador, for fuck's sakes, stepped down because he was on the Epstein files. Larry Page, or whatever his name was, stepped down from Harvard because he was on the Epstein files. Peter Thiel's out there. He should step down. But stepping down's not enough. We need some kind of recompense for this. And as long as we keep getting into this cult of personality, you're going to say, well, no, Trump didn't do anything. Even though all the other people were on the list, Trump didn't do anything. That's deranged logic to believe that. If you're looking at the Epstein files and 90% of them were, 95% of them were child bangers, and then you get the president who's on there 3,000 times, it would be figuring that he's probably not an informant. Or if he was, which is why he's not being prosecuted. Because maybe Trump was a diddler and he turned on Epstein to get this bag of shit happening. Nobody knows what's real. That's the thing. Then on top of that, you have AI created Epstein files, which that's even another one. Some people are saying that Epstein was nothing more than a blackmail bunny. But the it's already out. That's a good concentrate, baby. Oh, no, it's burning the floor. That's why. It's burning the floor.
Again?
It just falls right out.
That's usually with the pre-rolls, though, not with yours.
Yeah, well, fucking goddamn. Can we go get some crowns and melt them onto the carpet so it looks like normal? I mean, this is like trailer park shit. Come on, get out there. Get out there and clean the fucking... It is like on... It's hot and shit. Hold on a second. Un momento, por favor. But what I don't want to see is I don't want to see political psychosis. Because here's the problem, everybody. People that are Trump supporters, and I was one of them, mostly. If you keep doing with the cult of personality, you're similar to a liberal. What's up, Jeff? What's up, BG? Here you go, baby. So you know how liberals blue no matter who, right? Blue no matter who. You remember that, right? So, what's up, Cali Gal? You have blue no matter who, and then Trump no matter what. So, Trump no matter what sounds like blue no matter who. And hello, coming up here for anybody that's wanting to listen, 2028's right around the corner, ladies and gentlemen. Donald Trump will be leaving office January 2029. Who you going to vote for next? Who you going to vote for after that? Trump's third term? It's not ever going to be allowed. Duh. The wet dream of Trump's third term is never going to happen. It can't happen. It legally cannot happen. You cannot have a Trump third term. And what are you going to do? You're going to run Vance with Trump as the vice president? You could do that. Yeah, no shit, 2030 is a big year. Absolutely. So what do you want to do with it? It does, yeah, exactly, Nana. It does no good. When you vote for Democrats or Republicans. I already know 90% of you don't want to vote Democrat or Republican. I know that. They're already talking. They're already talking about J.D. Vance going up against another Bush. Another Bush. Or Gavin Newsom and Kamala Harris again. You guys want that shit? You want another Bush in there? You want Prescott to run for president? Or any of those subsidiaries? No. Do you want J.D. Vance, knowing that so far this has been quite the shit show? For the first year, this has been quite the shit show. This is not organized in any capacity. The best thing, and you know how I feel about Scott Bessent, one of the best things I've seen recently was Scott Bessent's behavior. I think 3 months ago, if you would have asked me about Scott Bessent, I would have said he's a Soros plant piece of shit. Now I look at Scott Bessent and I'm like, he actually is one of the people with the brains in there. Most of the cabinet's retarded. Fuck, they'd shoot me. I would love to, though. Trump's cabinet has some good people in it. Marco Rubio's good. Kristi Noem is not. Pete Hegseth is a loose cannon. What's her name? Tulsi Gabbard's in the wrong position. Howard Lutnick needs to be the Treasury Secretary, and Scott Bessent needs to be the other way around. Linda McMahon shouldn't be head of education. That's ridiculous. No, I'm not. Unless it's a middle-of-the-road social libertarian version of Charlie Kirk. And so how do we fix this? How do we fix it? You got to have a third party. You have to have a third party. You have to have a third party. You have to have a mix, because J.D. Vance has a very slim chance of defeating anybody, really. And I'm not exactly sure why. I've heard a lot of people say that J.D. Vance, he is smart, but I think him and Howard Lutnick need to switch positions. Anyway, J.D. Vance, even though he talks a good game, and I think he's very intelligent, also a Marine, I do believe that J.D. Vance is not liked enough, and I can't put my finger on why. I don't like the Peter Thiel link, now that Thiel's in the Epstein files. That's kind of what I'm wondering. Does he have like Dan Crenshaw kind of vibes? You know what I'm saying? Tulsi Gabbard, frankly speaking, I was thinking she should be either the head of the CIA or the head of the fucking Homeland Security. That's what I was thinking. NSA is fine, but I think we need to give somebody that's a little more, how do you call it that? Constitutional. Housing and urban development, I think that's okay. I mean, some of them are okay, but like, and I have a bad taste in my mouth, any of it, because of Trump's first cabinet. Jeff Sessions, remember that piece of shit? Jesus Christ, talk about shit kicking, fucking goddamn. Nevertheless, though, I want to see Trump succeed. But the more sick shit I'm seeing, I have a hard time breaking into, like, I know people that are kind of red-purple that are just like, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. And I'm like, why? You don't think Trump can fix it? Oh, whether he can or not, it's in the files. And people say the same thing, prove it. They say Bill Gates is 100% at fault, but Trump isn't, and they're in the same files. I don't understand what it is. Like, after Charlie Kirk got shot, everybody's a fucking psycho. Am I right? Ever since Charlie Kirk got shot, everybody's a fucking lunatic. Everybody's gone into their camps. Everybody's, yeah, I know. Everybody's gone into their political camps. ever since Charlie Kirk was shot. The liberals already felt like they were attacked by Trump because he didn't like trans. Exactly. He tried to talk it out, and the liberals shot him for it. So everybody's been in their camp. Now, when I tried to, because I'm generally in more right-leaning camp, more or less. But when I try to bring the left and the right together, now the right attacks me. So instead of sticking together and fighting the liberals, the right is in a civil war with the right. Now, a lot of that has to do with Candace Owens and the call to action against liberals, which was never answered, frankly speaking. So after Charlie Kirk's death, making the list great again. So after Charlie Kirk's death, initially the right was unified against the liberals, trying to finally call them out, get them censored like they did to us, this type of shit. Yes, he did. But then after that, you had a Israel, Candace Owens, Charlie Kirk, Erica Kirk, the weird funeral memorial with the fireworks. And the right wing, frankly, looked really bad. What's up, Bertie? And the liberals still look unhinged. But because there's now a socialist push for the liberals, now it makes the left look like a new party. Even though it's not, they're actually more radical. And then when you see the bang-up job that Mom Donnie's already doing, you already know where it's going to be. We're going to look like a shithole in Zimbabwe eventually. But if you have J.D. Vance, it'll be divisiveness. So you either have shitty liberal leadership that will take your country in one of the worst ways, or you have divided Republican leadership that will only work to make the rich better. You actually here that keep voting for these dickheads don't actually want either of them, yet you keep voting for them. And then when I tell you that, you attack me as if I'm retarded. And I'm not. I know exactly what you're thinking. I don't want to vote for the Republicans because they help the fucking super rich, and I'm sick of paying more. But then you don't want to vote for Democrats because you're afraid that they're going to be doing woke shit and they're going to be teaching your children at the age of 5 how to fucking finger themselves. So, ultra-conservative. What's up? See, that's the thing. Mom Donnie initially looked okay. I've been to New York twice in the last couple of years. I don't know what the results with Mom Donnie are going to be. And that's the wild card nobody does. And I've told everybody this on TikTok. It's weed, buddy. And I said either Mom Donnie's going to be the best leader New York had or it's going to be the worst. And however he does is going to push or retract socialism nationwide. And so if Mom Donnie, I would say turns New York around, but I didn't really have a problem in New York, did you? It was nice. I don't really think it needs turning around too much. Except, well, certain things, but I don't know if he's going to be bad or if he's going to be good. If Mom Donnie's good, it will push socialism nationwide. If he's bad, it'll start to retreat. But let me ask everybody this. Do you guys want America like it was a long time ago? Or was America not very good a long time ago and we're just romanticizing it? Thank you, Nana. I live in New York. It's a shithole. I'll tell you what. If you ever in New York, go to the Donut Pub. The Donut Pub, go get me a fucking, what do they call it? Passion fruit donut if possible. Those are fucking just excellent. Nevertheless, I'm at a crossroads politically here. Obviously, I'm not going to vote for liberals. But I don't want to vote for the same dumbass Republican shit. I don't want it to go back to Bush. You know what I'm saying? And I know you don't want that either. So, Where do we go from here? I guess is where I'm asking. Because I can already see the clock running out. I can already see we have from now until November. We have from now until November. After the midterm elections, the Democrats will take the House and the Senate. And then you have a lame duck president for 2 years. Every single thing he does, no matter what it is, will be stopped by the liberals. And frankly speaking, right now, and I've been shouting it for for 3 to 5 months, I guess I'll say, not years. And I've taken a lot of heat from conservatives who say, oh, I'm wrong. I don't know what I'm talking about. Democrats are going to win the midterms, the House and the Senate. That's just nearly a fact. Unless people in America get $100,000 or $10,000 stimulus checks, you're not going to be winning the midterm elections. Yeah, I saw the snow removal thing. That's fucked. You say, well, wait a minute. I thought I was a conservative. How can I say that? Because it's not, take a drink. It's not difficult to see what's going to happen here. The the Republicans are going to lose probably 13 to 20 House seats. The Republicans are going to lose 5 to 8 Senate seats. And that's what's going to happen. That's true, Nana. That's true. And so Republicans, specifically in the Trump camp, are basically saying that there's nothing that will ever stop them. They're going to have the biggest victory in the midterms ever. And the bottom line is they're not. They're just not going to. Even if they right the ship, thank you, Nana. Even if the Republicans right the ship right now and start only focusing on affordability and then reduce prices by 20%, it's still not going to win them because they believe that Trump is responsible, even though Biden caused it because he didn't act fast enough. And that's it. That's it. You say, well, how can that be? People know that Joe Biden is responsible, or at least during his tenure, is responsible for the price of everything going up. But nothing has been done to lower prices on any other thing. Gas is still fairly high. It hasn't gone down a cent where I'm at. And I'm in a red state, and it still won't go down. Grocery prices have not come down. Rent prices are actually increasing where I'm at. Car prices haven't come down. Used cars, insurance. My utility bills are more than double. My utility bills are easily more than double. I mean, God only knows what it's going to be. I don't even want to see it. I'm seeing people get $1,200, $1,400 utility bills. Something has to be done. And even if Trump starts now, thank you, it's Bernie. I like that. Even if Trump starts right now to lower prices, does everything he can, it's already too late. People won't have enough time to recover financially before the midterms. What's up, Lori? Oh, yeah, dude, I only do live streaming here on YouTube. TikTok's live stream can suck my dick. They banned my account with 330,000, so fuck them. But it's okay. I still have a play button from YouTube. Where did I land? Where at? Anyway, so what do we do about this? Well, if you vote for Republicans, you will have an extension of this mixed with soft socialism. If you vote for Democrats, you will have the social justice shit with soft socialism. The only difference is that the Democrats will take your tax money and give it to frivolous, stupid causes that back end make them a lot of money. Republicans will take your tax dollars and put it on their end, which will make them a lot of money through things like military industrial and prison industrial complexes. So, what's your pleasure? You're not going to get any money for you. You're not going to get any money for you. Whether you vote Democrat or Republican, there's no money coming for you. There's not going to be a stimulus check coming, for instance. There's not going to be easier times because you, Indiana, because you voted Republican. And if you vote Democrat, your notion in your mind is, well, they're going to help the poor. But that's not what Democrats do. Democrats don't help the poor with your money. Democrats take your money, they give it to illegal migrants and frivolous causes for social justice, and they waste your shit. So Democrats will open up trans library parades and shows. They will open up sex changes in Guatemala, abortion in West Africa. Shit that's totally irrelevant for the United States. Yeah, NGOs, exactly. Shit that's totally irrelevant for the United States and doesn't help us in any way, shape, or form. Your money with Democrats will go to that. Or it'll go to social justice shit, something esoteric that doesn't matter at all. Something like stopping racism through, diversity training, and someone will come in and make $5 million a year through their program that brings in a binder and tells everybody that's white they're racist and they need to stop talking, basically. Then the girl gets 50 grand per session and the company makes $4 or $5 million a year off your taxpayer money. But if you vote for Republicans, what happens? The money that you put into the system also goes to billionaires and goes to the elite and goes to all that shit right there. And you don't actually gain any money either. Your money is just given into the ether and you don't get to see anything of it. Now, one of these days coming up here, I'll be taking a video of the road conditions around where I live. I think I should probably do that tomorrow. You want to do that tomorrow, honey? And I want to show you how bad the fucking roads are. By the way, my state, Indiana, gave $110 million in buying bonds in Israel. So my state gave $110 million. News to see what they're going to do with us. Even though we can't repair the roads. So our roads look like Verdun in World War I. The roads in the city I live in, Indianapolis, it looks like Verdun during World War I. It's just bomb craters, just craters everywhere. You can't drive anywhere without going into a 2-foot hole. So where's our money for the roads? Well, they spent $110 million in bond investments for Israel. The treasurer of Indiana says, 1, it's a good investment, and 2, it shows that Indiana supports our ally. So that money that I worked for, that I put into the state of Indiana's tax system, they just took it and used it to buy bonds with. Not for America, for Israel. So what the fuck does that have to do with the price of eggs in China? Well, it doesn't. It has nothing to do with it. What it is, well, we're just giving federal money to Israel. Then each state back-ends money to Israel. But if I go to Israel, they spit on me because I believe that Jesus is God. They do. The Hasidics, they sit there and spit at Christian women. If I went to Israel and one of you fuckfaces spit on me, I'll fucking mash your face in. Right there. Right in front of everybody. I don't care if you're fucking 15 years old. If we go to Israel one of these days and some Hasidic spits on me, this fist is your mashed potatoes. Or I'm going to beat your fucking mouth in. You're going to have your jaw wired shut for 3 fucking years after you do that. Why? I don't give a fuck about your stupid religion. Suck my dick. It's a respect factor. You don't spit at somebody, especially a stranger and a visitor to your country. And if you do, expect to get your fucking teeth knocked in. And you'll be shitting out fucking enamel for the next 3 weeks. I don't really have a desire to go to Israel. I would like to see the historical sites. But given the way I've seen people act, what's that? Towards Christians and stuff, kind of fuck that shit. They're like, oh, they're so holy. No, they hate you. I'm not a goyim. You can fuck yourself. I would rather eat a bag of shit than be your fucking golem. Suck my ass. This isn't fucking Minecraft, and we're not fucking gonna defend your village while I die. Who doesn't love Minecraft, though? You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
Rip. Let me turn and see. Ooh, you're hot. There you are. Ooh. Do you need help?
I'm
Here,
reading the chat.
hold on. Let me hold you up here.
No, I was reading the
Here, let
chat,
me-
so I was missing my.
Let me see. Damn. Oh. Honey. Every day, I swear. Okay, anyway, sorry, I got distracted by my sexy wife. These things happen. So, let's just get into the news. Fuck it, right? Pants down. Here we go. Cryptocurrency sell-off continues as Bitcoin goes into record low or near record low territory in the last several years. Bitcoin loses 15% as even on top of yesterday. Bitcoin's down 30% alone this month or this week, breaking below 61,000 as sell-off intensifies. Doubts about cryptocurrency grows. Bitcoin down 30% this week alone. The decline in cryptocurrency is happening by the dip because the government will be passing a cryptocurrency bill coming up here shortly. And that's just a fact right now. They're arguing about it. Bitcoin had a high of 121,956. And right now, Bitcoin's at 64,136. So, absolutely fucked up right there. The bubble on cryptocurrency is about to burst. Thank you, lady. Which obviously, when these things go low, you need to go get some buy the dip material. Let's see. I did a little bit of cryptocurrency a couple of years ago. It was all right. Almost every cryptocurrency except for the stable coins is down. Bitcoin is down even further. Ethereum is down going further. XRP is absolutely wiped out, down to $1.24. Solana's down to 77. Tron coin is lost down to 26 cents. Dogecoin, people are pulling out of that. Bitcoin Cash is almost crushed. Cardano is down to 24 cents. Hyperliquid is at 84. That's actually going up. Athena USD is down. Unis is down. Canton is down. Monero is down. Coin obviously is equal, and so is PayPal USD. Those are stable coins. Avalanche, Litecoin, Stellar, all down. Hydra, Zcash, Sui, Shiba Inu, Tron Coin, Liberty Financial, Kronos, Tether, Gold, Pax, Polkadot, Uniswap, blah, 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 blah. All the cryptocurrencies down. All of it except stable coins are down. And we knew this was going to happen. It is down significantly. It's not hit the bottom yet, I feel. XRP, the one they told everybody to invest in, is down very heavily. And I mean very heavily. For a high of the last year of $3.55, now selling at $1.24. Yes, they did. Same with gold, too. So, the cryptocurrency market, when it starts to level out, that's going to be your time to buy. If you have money, put it into it. But it's going to be a slugfest. After the Trump administration or after the government passes the Crypto Act that's... What's up, Mabel Cat? After the government passes the Crypto Act that's coming up, your cryptocurrency will rocket back through the roof again. Right now, the reason this is happening with the crypto crash is because banks are holding out their support for this. Oh, it will be under $1, BG. Yeah, it's going to go down to about 70 cents, maybe even 50. And so the reason this is happening is because the banks are not supporting the crypto bill that the government's trying to pass. However, the government, along with the banks, are purposely stress testing to see what the real value is. If this irons out, at some point stabilizes and restores, they'll pass the bill. So that's what the holdout is. So if you're, a lot of the whales are selling, I understand that. But there's a lot of good in it, even though technically speaking, the market's backed by absolutely nothing, which is fucked up. There's no actual physicalities to that. So yesterday I talked about a video. I'm going to talk about it again. Olive Garden worker kills himself by dunking his head into a deep fryer in front of horrifying colleagues. So I'll just read the story again. Frozen concentrated orange juice. Hell yeah. Yeah, I read this. Yeah, it was terrible, Mabel Cat. So this was in Pennsylvania. An Olive Garden worker died after he dove head first into a deep fryer in an attempt to kill himself. The unidentified man stripped inside the kitchen of the Williamsport, Pennsylvania Olive Garden and plunged himself into a vat of hot oil. According to 911 call, officers were called to the scene shortly after 4 p.m. The dispatcher told responding officers burn victim at Olive Garden. I don't have a lot of details. People screaming, some kind of burn victim. In another call uncovered by the outlet, the operator told officers male victim went head first into the fryer. After the first ambulance arrived, another unit was called to treat a female worker who had minor burns from the fryer that she tried to help the guy. Man was rushed to a nearby hospital, died of his injuries. According to the outlet, she was injured after joining a group, including one other person trying to stop the man from killing himself. A spokesman for the Pennsylvania State Police said the incident was an attempt on his life. Out of respect, we're not telling him who it is. He did die from his injuries. So, Olive Garden was shut down for a couple days. Now it's currently serving people. I wonder if it's the same fryer.
I'm sure it is.
I would not want to eat there because I would not want to be like, you're going to throw that fryer out, right? Right? You're going to throw that fryer out. Like, I wouldn't want anybody, that's Williamsport, Pennsylvania, by the way. I would hope that they would have the courtesy to throw the fryer out. If they don't, fuck. Yeah, exactly, Callie Gal. I know. It's just, like, you don't, like, you don't expect it when you read that story. You know what I'm saying? You don't expect it when you read the story. It's just like, what the fuck? And then, like, you ever see that? It's a comedy show, and it's two dudes, and it's this one Asian guy that's a comedian, and he tries to tell a story serious about how he was molested by his Down syndrome relative. You remember that? And he's sitting there saying it, and the guys can't stop laughing. And they're like, if you laugh, I'm going to walk out. And they're like sitting there like buttoning their lip up. Like, you don't want to, but Jesus Christ, man. I mean, I feel sorry for the guy. I want to know why he did it. That's what I want to. Yeah, that's Peter Davidson. Thank you. I want to know why he did it. That's the bigger issue I want to know. Because it's almost like you thought about it. I don't know, man. You guys remember the one dude that he burned himself? He was a Palestinian. He was in the military. And he was against Israel. He said free Palestine. And he burned himself alive. right? And he ended up dying outside of, I think it was a military base or whatever. It kind of reminds me of that, but like, there's got to be a motive for it, is what I'm trying to say. There's got to be a motive for it. Ex-UCLA diversity, equity, and inclusion boss fired after hailing the murder of Charlie Kirk. Now on TikTok begging strangers for money. University of California, Los Angeles has officially fired its DEI chief after he celebrated Charlie Kirk's murder after being originally placed on leave. He went on Blue Sky to make fun of Charlie Kirk being killed.
Who is this?
This is UCLA's DEI chief. He said, quote, "I'm glad when bigots die, you can't force people to mourn someone who hated us." UCLA says it won't be tolerated. He's now launched an online fundraiser saying that he's a victim of a First Amendment violation and is taken to TikTok to try to raise money. Ugh. He lost his $135,000 a year job. Well, anyway, Walmart sued by customer after he ate a raw bake-to-eat bread that expanded in his stomach.
Did he bake it? Oh, so he ate it raw?
So a Colorado man sued Walmart after he claimed to suffer severe injuries from eating raw bake-to-eat bread.
You don't eat it raw.
That's what he
Bake
said.
it to eat it.
That expanded into, this guy will lose. Jordan T. Douglas of El Paso said he spent 3 days in a hospital after ingesting the bread from a bog box retailer, whatever the fuck that is. Douglas filed a personal injury lawsuit on Tuesday in district court alleging the bread sent him rushing to the hospital after repeatedly puking. He claimed the medical image showed gastrointestinal obstruction caused by the expansion of uncooked dough. He also alleges Walmart obscured the product preparation instructions with a sell-by date. This dude's just scamming the system. What a fuck. As a result, Douglas said he believes the bread was substantially baked and already safe to consume. He ate the loaf during his lunch break. Who eats a whole loaf of bread?
Who eats a loaf of bread that's called baked to eat without baking?
Yeah, he said he thought it was baked. But that's, I mean...
It's telling you on the package, bake to eat.
Yeah, if I eat rat poison and I say I think it's safe and I die, I'm just a retard. Anyway, he developed severe abdominal pain. Douglas accused Walmart of altering product packaging in the way that created an unreasonable risk of harm. He's seeking compensation. So it was this bread right here. So it was pre-cooked.
But it's called take and bake. Take and bake, not take and eat. Not ready to eat. It's called take and bake.
There is no judge on earth that will fucking entertain that bullshit.
It's in the fucking name of the shit.
Yeah, it's in the name of the shit. Yeah. There is no judge in the world that will fucking... Douglas bought the bread September 22nd at the Walmart store located at 1575 Space Needle Drive in Colorado Springs. I know where that's at. We've driven by it. That Walmart out there? Mm-hmm. It's on that main strip near where the cop pulled us over.
Uh-huh. And let us go.
Yeah, there was a nice cop. Was I hotter than him?
Yes. He was a short little fucker, too.
Was he short?
Wasn't he short?
We were sitting down. We were in a car.
Well, we were sitting down and he was like the height of me.
I don't know. Now I think he's tall because I guess he was a cop. I guess I was like terrified.
I think he was short.
It's like we had weed on us, but it was legal there. So I was like, well, and then I don't know. It's the weird. It's like I was pulled over and I shouldn't have. Anyway, the loaf, market side branded bread allegedly had a sell-by label placed over the preparation instructions. This included the detail that the bread was actually take and bake. It says it on the fucking thing. As sold, the bread appeared substantially baked and indistinguishable from ready-to-eat bread products sold at Walmart. Douglas claimed he reasonably believed he could eat the bread without needing it to be baked. He suffered substantial medical expense, lost wages, physical pain, emotional distress. Yeah, I'm getting emotional distress reading this. And loss of enjoyment of life. The shopper added his injuries were foreseeable. The shopper added that the injuries were foreseeable, preventable, and directly caused by Walmart. I would say the fact it said take and bake on the box was foreseeable and preventable.
Yes.
This guy's a fucking moron. This is one of the frivolous lawsuits I'd like to see eliminated. It goes on. He accused Walmart of failing to exercise reasonable care by allowing a store-applied label to cover the instructions. The alleged retailer failed to follow reasonable internal policies and industrial standards. You know, you have a fingernail, you can just rip the thing off. Yeah, it's like cookie dough. If you eat yeah, exactly. Douglas claimed that the bread was in a defective condition or unreasonably dangerous. See, this is why you should spank your children. Because if you don't, you get this. He required invasive nasogastric tube, bowel arrest, and extensive diagnostic testing for his injuries. The complaint also named Anthony and Sons Italian Bakery the manufacturer of the bread. So this fucking piece of shit is suing Walmart and the fucking bread company because he was too stupid to bake the bread first. He's not demanding a trial by jury either. Yeah, because a jury would call you retarded. Obviously, you're gaming the system. What a piece of shit. I'm not usually in favor of corporations. I'm very, very seldom in favor of corporations. This guy is a fucking charlatan, and he's degrading the justice system here in the United States. Fuck this crook. And it's so bad, I'm going to put a video on my TikTok page about it. Even though I only have 9% of my... Hey, honey, that liver supplement or whatever that I gave mom or whatever, I need to get it back.
Why?
The milk thistle shit, it's now on here. You know the drill. You wake up, you wish every fiber that you could get just 5 more minutes. It says Nature Crave Liver Support, a detox repair supplement enriched with a cocktail of ingredients to boost liver health. It says on here that it protects the liver from damage, while chlorine and support liver function. Beetroot and jujube seeds are included with artichoke. Blah, 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 blah. Basically says clinical studies show it's really good for your liver. An overloaded liver can't burn fat efficiently. So I need to get that back from my mother. Because I was going to get... they have... I will be, absolutely. It says it can contribute to the reduction of fatty liver disease, and it can increase weight loss, which is exactly what I want to do because of the old hernia. So I would love to go get some of that, and I had some of it, and I was like, no, I'm not going to have it. I'll give it to my mother. And I know she probably won't. Odds of Jesus returning before the year 2027 double overnight. The odds of a second coming have risen. The wagering pool on Polymarket called Will Jesus Christ Return Before 2027 has generated $900,000 in bets. Obviously, Jesus won't come back before what the fuck? Polymarket, a cryptocurrency online prediction platform, lets users bet on real-world events. Will Jesus return is now at a 4% chance, 4.3% chance that Jesus will return. Why? Is it just people are putting money into it? The Bible states, Matthew 24:36, Jesus will return, but no one knows the time, date, or hour, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, only the Father. Well, there you go. So no matter what you say, it'll always be wrong. You ever think that maybe they keep making predictions that Jesus will come back because they want him to not come back? Because the end of the world will happen? And Jesus won't come back until the one day when nobody gets it right on earth. Like there's 8.5 billion people and all of them believe that God's going to come back. But there's like, a July 6th that just everybody on earth forgets. And that's the day Jesus is like, ha, fuck you assholes. Sorry, breakthrough daily pill slashes bad cholesterol by 60%. That's a new medicine. Fired Turning Point USA staffer rips into Erica Kirk after Charlie's assassination. It breaks my heart. Basically accusing Erica Kirk of living in the limelight instead of mourning her husband. Would you think so? 2 new mutant viruses with pandemic potential have been detected. Major threat to public health, according to the London Daily Mail. Leading scientists have issued an urgent warning that 2 little-known animal viruses could easily spark a pandemic that could kill around 20 million people. The new virus, scientists warned that influenza D-, a variant that mainly infects cattle and canines, is a highly contagious virus found in dogs as a potential to mutate and spread to humans. There's 2 of them. There's another coronavirus. Oh, influenza D and canine coronavirus. Wonderful. Neither virus is known to circulate widely in people. However, both spread easily in animals and are poorly monitored, meaning mutations that allow human-to-human transfer could go undetected. They're also saying that the United States was facing one of the worst flu seasons in 30 years. I think we've all had the flu. Yeah, I know, and the generation, but God's timeline for generations are different than humans. And so if he used the term yom, meaning time period. Okay, my wife told me about this story. Frozen concentrated orange juice is now going to stop being made. Is that what it was? And Minute Maid will stop selling frozen concentrated orange juice. Los Angeles, California, 3 people killed, 7 injured after a car crashes into a grocery store. And then a video clip of Donald Trump calling parents of a fallen U.S. soldier. And Naomi Campbell and Mick Jagger lived a high life with Jeffrey Epstein. What do you think about that? 27-year-old Nebraska man vanishes without a trace. And Caroline Levitt is talking shit. Pickpocket capital of the world, Paris, near Paris, France. And Jake Paul is still a douchebag. And clearly, as you can tell, women will date for money. Because look at this chick, okay? And then this guy's a millionaire, Jake Paul. So you see, she looks normal, right? Like a bunch of sorority chicks or whatever, right? And then there's her husband. Now he's tatted up from his neck all the way down. And I'm not exactly sure, but I know it has something to do with a lot of money. Because he looks like a douche, doesn't he? He looks like a guy that, like, he kind of, whatever. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I guess there's a gold digger for, yeah, we're definitely not Cali Gal. I guess there's a gold digger for everyone, huh? Waka waka. So that's about half the stories. Trump and Bill. Now, here's something that perturbs me. Donald Trump sticks up for Bill and Hillary Clinton as the House Republicans investigate. Bill Clinton will be giving a deposition with Hillary Clinton on the 26th, I think. And then Maxine Waters, who looks like she got excavated from a fucking coffin, tells Scott Bessent, can you shut up? By the way, Scott Bessent was at a hearing on tariffs, and all the Democrats were yelling at him like he was Trump. Democrats in government really are unhinged pieces of shit, aren't they? They really do have something wrong with them in many cases. Trump has a nuclear Iran fear, obviously. Still waiting on bombing Iran, so let's free the people of Iran. What are we doing? Let's help out. The fuck? Exquisite a penthouse in Kansas City. That's the news story. Neil Patrick Harris and husband David Bertica make rare red carpet appearance with their teenage daughter. He has not aged a day since Harold and Kumar.
No,
My God, how old is he? 70? What is this guy taking? Fucking human growth hormones? Holy shit. Outrageous New York's MTA introduces reserved bus seat in memory of Rosa Parks. So now every bus in New York City has a reserved bus seat.
Is it at the front of the bus?
Should be at the back. Anyway, let's see. Oh, it's just for Black History Month. Okay. It's just for Black History Month. I was going to do a story mocking that. If it's for black, that means it'll go away. Okay, so this guy's just being a placating douche to black voters. Ellen DeGeneres back in California. Ellen DeGeneres and its wife have left England, coming back to California with a new $27 million, 9,000 square foot mansion. Oh, it's milk thistle. Or are you talking about the other, like the one from a long time ago, or the one from the story? The one from the story was a milk thistle. I'm sorry. The liver one. Yeah, let me go back to that real quick. Because I fucking had that. Why did I give that away? What is wrong with me? Now it like makes you like live better. Okay, oh, let me get to it. It's loading right now. Sorry, let's see. We got Nature's Craft liver support. Nature's Craft liver support with milk thistle. Nature's Craft liver.
Damn, twice?
What?
Grubhub?
Did it just go off twice in a row?
It went off at 8:58 and then 9 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah. They're hard up.
Unless I'm getting the Cash App and I just don't know it. Of course, it would notify you, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That's not your notification tone, though.
Oh.
It's just your Grubhub tone.
We need to go and do some damn Grubhubbing, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me look at some of the reviews real quick. The liver support capsule, not those ones. They sell it on Amazon.
He said not that one.
Oh, the magnesium.
He said the one you advertised.
Oh, hold on a second. Stay right there. Yeah, right here. That's the one. This one. This in right chair. Yeah, this is the Decent Nature Magnesium Complex.
Decent
I guess it's decent. I didn't realize it was called that. Hold on. Let me look that up real quick. Really? Decent Nature Magnesium Complex. Okay. So Decent Nature Magnesium Complex. It's got 4.8 out of 5 with 1,200 reviews. So it's highly recommended. Oh, okay, yeah. One of those right there. I'll tell you what. You want to know what's fucked up? There's this medicine. It's not a medicine. It's an herb, and it's called atraxanthin. You ever heard of atraxanthin? Okay, cool. So, atraxanthin is a little soft gel. It's a tiny little soft gel. And it is made with the ingredient or the chemical that gives salmon a pink color to its skin. And you can use this for skin protection. It says it like lowers UV. So in the summertime, I should probably save it till summer or go buy some more. That means I'm going to have to start buying this shit, aren't I?
No.
Well, some of it. I want to buy some of it's good. But like I was counting on TikTok Shop so I could keep getting these for free. God damn it. So I could do it for 3 or 4 years for free. Anyway, so atraxanthin is it's a very weird, unique one. I actually like it. The side effect is it makes your shit orange. So you'll think you're internally bleeding, but you're not. Now, there's a flavanol or whatever it is that makes the skin of a salmon pink. I made you a personal list. I researched them too. Yes. Yes. Did she send them to me yet?
She did send them to you.
Yes. Where is it?
It's in your...
The Counts Band.
No, it's in your American Union party, I think.
Is it?
Maybe.
Did you email it to me?
Or maybe she sent it to me.
She says it's in my DMs. Is it in this one's DMs? Or is it in the other one? Tallow is great for avoiding a sunburn. Yeah, and the atraxanthin, it was like 6,000 times. Okay, thank you, Nana. So the atraxanthin was like 6,000 times stronger than vitamin C, but it has something that protects your skin. So I had actinic keratosis that was like a near basal cell carcinoma, and I've been spraying miconazole nitrate on it. Thank you, Nana, for quite some time. And I ended up cutting it off. I'll probably still get miconazole nitrate every now and again, just not quite as much. But because I cut the actinic keratosis. Oh, thank you, Mabel Cat. Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Mabel Cat. So I cut the actinic keratosis off using a pair of nail clippers. Now, the reason I did that was because it had been on there for years, and when they did the cryosurgery, it didn't do anything because the guy was literally on his phone when he did it. So I've been using all kinds of products for a long time. Well, for a while, you could keep it in stasis by using fungal, miconazole nitrate. So the athlete's foot spray. I always hated it when it said jock itch. Anyway, the athlete's foot spray, if you sprayed actinic keratosis or basal cell carcinoma with it. It had an anti-tumor agent, or it acted as a slight anti-tumor agent, so it would keep it kind of in stasis from growing. But when I started taking the astraxanthin, it started getting more tough. I was like, well, that's a bad thing. So I used the nail clippers to cut it off. And now that I've done that, it's the smallest it's been since it started showing up. Since I actually used a kitchen knife to rip it out once. Didn't I? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I figured if I keep taking astraxanthin and maybe I use a little miconazole nitrate on it, it'll actually speed it up. But then I started adding HGH, human growth hormone, or what do they call NAD, human growth hormones. Now, all this shit was given to me for free on TikTok Shop. So when they kicked me off of TikTok, now I'm going to have to, I guess, join TikTok Shop again once I get enough followers so I can start getting new free products before they inevitably ban me again, I'm sure. Because it's just a wheel down the merry-go-round. Am I right? But nevertheless, it would be very nice to be able to get some of this stuff. I did not get all the products I wanted. When I was doing TikTok Shop, I was not doing it to sell it to you guys, even though I was trying to get shit for myself. Oh, here's TikTok. What do they say? They sent me a blank email. Hold on. Thanks for reaching out. To ensure you receive the most accurate support, we are transferring your case to a specialized support team. They'll review the information you sent over to let you know if there's anything you need to do next. Last time they told me they're not restoring my account. So if anybody wants to reach out to TikTok and tell them to restore Hello America Sup, but do it on the PC. Don't do it on the phone. Go onto your PC and look up TikTok report a problem. And then go on there if you have time and a heart. Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they told me to fuck myself. Now, here's the thing. TikTok is still sending me. So like right here. Hi, Hello America Sup. I'm the perfect fit for Off-Chest Project, a vetting app. Well, I'm not because my account's banned by you retards. Here's another one. I only have 3 days left to make content. Thank you, Nana. I only have 3 days left to make content for my male testosterone support that TikTok Shop sent me. That's funny. I only have three days left. I don't have an account, and they're still sending this to me, telling me I have to get these videos done. Well, how exactly am I supposed to do that? So even if they do bring me back, I've first of all given half of my shit away to my grandmother who's elderly so that she can live. Second of all, so if I do get sick, so if TikTok does restore me, obviously I'll be kicked off of TikTok Shop, right? Because I'll be negative 12 days or more into doing any of my products. And it's just like fucking shit, people. And I thought I was the only one. But then I was scrolling through TikTok and a guy came up that said, well, he had 260,000 followers and TikTok banned him with no violations. He had multiple products coming from TikTok Shop that he can't make content for. And he had multiple contracts with advertisers like I do for commercials I made that fuck us. And it's like, dude, it's not even the fact, like this right here. I still have to make content for this, you asshole. I've got a mountain of TikTok Shop products I have to make content for. And these fuckers ban me, yet they still send me emails telling me to make the content. So it's like being in an abusive relationship. It's like coming up as a dog, eating out of a hand that pets me, then the next time it slaps me in the face. Then I approach it, it feeds me again, only to slap me in the face. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you assholes? Yeah, I'm telling you, man, like Nana, just find a way to get monetized somehow. And just get 10,000, 20,000 followers, whatever. Do the TikTok shop thing and just say, I'll do live streams and have them. So yeah. Yeah, TikTok, they really they didn't just fuck me over though. There was like that guy. He was like a travel and sales channel. No violations. And they're like, yeah, you're a Nazi. And it's like, I think that they 3 hours before they changed hands, because they changed hands publicly when they did all the shit, but 3 hours before they signed the contract, they banned me. What's up, America? So remember that. 3 hours. No, they did not. 3 hours before they signed the contract to begin the process of turning it to American hands, they banned me. So it was like somebody at TikTok was like, nope, we're out of the door. We're out the door. So the last thing I'm going to do is, boo, fuck this guy over. Like they have been purposely targeting me for a while. The one piece of shit, his live stream management guy, his name is Hadrian, you fucking asshole. You little fuck. You were an asshole to me. You deserved the shit talking you got, you little cock. Fucking bitch ass. And fuck your NDA. That's why I made a TikTok video about it. About you laundering money to the Cayman Islands, you fucks. Yeah, did you know that? ByteDance has a fucking subsidiary out in the Cayman Islands. Gee, what do you think they're doing there? They have bot farms set up in certain avenues of ByteDance. They launder money through the Cayman Islands. They make killing hand over fist. And ByteDance publicly shows where this all happens. Because in China, they don't give a fuck. So you can go look up ByteDance dance structure. They publicly show it. And it shows all the countries that they're in bed with. And I'm telling you, a lot of the countries that they're in bed with are money laundering. Can you smoke another joint before I go? Well, after... Oh. Well, I love you. So they have something weird going on there, man. And it has to do with the Chinese government. Because obviously it goes through them. They're in a lot of countries that I would consider kind of off. Right? So you have, okay, so here's where it starts. You have something called the Tuato investment system. Now, these are people that invest in social media that are Chinese Communist Party linked. So your short form videos are TikTok, Top Buzz, Hype Star, Musical.ly, Lee, Live Me, and Flipgram. And then you also have Dorian, Zagu, Hoishan, and Nihon Duazi. So these are similar to TikTok with little variations. And these are Chinese investments. Now, then you also have Wei Tutayo and Wukong Q&A. Those are Chinese social media platforms. Those are also in with the Chinese Communist Party. But then you also have content. So Wall Street News, New Rake, Geek Park, 30 Car, and WatchCN.cn. Those are all out of the Toituo investment ecosystem. Now, those people have ties to different nations that facilitate. China, they also have CapCut and other shit too. They have China, they have Singapore, Vietnam, the Philippines, Colombia, Grand Cayman Islands for the money processing, a couple of African nations. Hell yeah, Cali Gal. And of course, they also hire German and they go through some banking in Europe as well. Yeah, me too now, absolutely. And so what these people do is they outsource a lot of their shit so they can get away through their laws. So they'll do a lot of like content moderation coming out of Germany, Colombia, Central America, and some African nations that don't really have the same scrupulous free speech shit we have. So in their country, moderating and getting rid of you is perfectly legit. Singapore with the banking finance, as you know, a lot of our banks have moved physical assets like gold over to Singapore recently. And then you have other things like the money aspect of it, the not even washing it, but the routing of money that goes through the Cayman Islands and these other places. So then, of course, you have China, the United States, ByteDance. They're in together in a global market that goes through Toituo system, which is American. Well, it's Chinese, but has American puts into it. Then you have it routed through Microsoft, certain types of U.S. markets, TikTok, ByteDance, going through Europe, go through France and Germany. London is another market for them. And then that ties into their business and banking systems through the Commonwealth systems. So it's a very interwoven network of systems. I don't really know how they actually have a physical map that shows this. So the ByteDance chairman of the board is Rubio Lang. Now he's of course a middle member of the Chinese Communist Party's financial board. You have Arthur Danchik, which is a board member. He's representative of the West. Same with William Ford and Xavier Neal. Then you have Neil Sheen. He's also a Chinese Communist Party member. Then you also have investors like SIG Asia, SoftBank, if you've ever heard of them. Source Code Capital, Tiger Global, Hongsheng, KKR, General Atlantic, and Co2. SoftBank being here in the United States and working with West, meaning that your Western banks operate by also putting in money and backing into ByteDance, the Chinese Communist Party as well. So then you have 150,000 employees. Those are in 120 cities, but mainly Austin, Texas, Barcelona, Beijing, Berlin, Dublin, Dubai, Hong Kong, Jakarta, London, Los Angeles, New York, Paris, Seattle, Seoul, Shanghai, Shenzhen, Singapore, and Tokyo, which is fascinating about the Tokyo part. So ByteDance Ltd, which is the creepy part, is a LTD based out of the Cayman Islands. They route their systems through Byte Plus, Newverse Co., Doinian Group, Lark Technologies. Lark Technologies is the ones that are, it's the code and all the technologies that get you banned. Lark Technologies is ByteDance AI, TikTok's AI system runs through Lark Technologies. Then you have Pico Investments. They're in bed with the United States. TikTok Ltd, and entities of other global business. Now, those are broken down. Remember, these are all routed through the Cayman Islands. So TikTok takes itself into TikTok Information Technology. That portion's in the UK. TikTok LLC, where the advertising money and main facilitator of TikTok is. That's in the U.S. and Los Angeles. Then you have TikTok PTE and other operations. Then you have TikTok US and TikTok US data security in the United States. That arm has been placed into American hands. The rest of it, Lark operating system, still goes back to ByteDance. That's your AI through TikTok. Dorian, which goes into other Chinese competitor companies, which are still owned by the same corporation, as fucked up as it is. And ByteDance Plus's operating entities are still overseeing TikTok. Now, those are routing their finance and banking systems through ByteDance Cayman, and those code of conduct and finance systems are being routed through other third-party nations. And that's on a map that they're showing. Lark was introduced in March 2019. Lark technology is the one that ByteDance hired the coders for. Thank you, my love. In order to fucking make it woke, and then they fired all of them. And Sao Chu is just the head of TikTok. Now he's on the board. They're beholden to those other ByteDance entities. So, let me just put it to you this way. Facebook has the largest advertising network outside of Google in the United States. Google has approximately 3 times. So I'll just put it to you this way. Facebook is here. Google's here. Taotio, or the Chinese, is so high off the chart I can't even show you. So this company in the last 4 years has circumvented and overcame Google like it was garbage. So the Chinese and social media advertising and gain are eating our lunch. Now, a lot of that's because most of them are bots. There you go. But the growth driver of TikTok is very stable because TikTok is backed up by several other international arms, whereas United States social media companies are seen as weaker. Man, I need to get that liver support back. Holy shit. Anyway, Melania gains another 1.25 million, honey. Oh man, my dick is inverting. Kamala Harris is now rebranding to make another presidential run. This time appealing to Gen Z. Following her 2024 defeat, former Vice President Kamala Harris account this week rebranded as headquarters, unveiling what it calls a Gen Z-led progressive content hub. The transition was teased Wednesday night on X with a stylized logo animation showing multiple failed password attempts, way too line. What? The fuck is Breitbart talking about? They even featured the number 67. You know I'm going to go look at that real quick. Kamala Harris cannot win. What a piece of shit. Tens of thousands in New York City without heat. Tenants are slamming Zohran Mamdani because Zohran Mamdani's not a leader. Is he really Epstein's kid? 200 killed in an ISIS-linked attack in western Nigeria. And finally, it's showing up, honey. Lutheran church official accused of producing child porn. That's 3 days ago my wife told me about that. A leader in the church was recently arrested and accused of producing child porn in Springfield, Illinois. The suspect in the case, 54-year-old Michael William Moore, who was president of the Central Illinois District of the Lutheran Church, Missouri Synod. Oh, it was Missouri Synod, too.
I told you that.
I thought it was going to be the liberal one. Wow.
No, Missouri Synod.
Then what's up, Whitlam? The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Missouri announced January 29th. He was charged by a complaint in St. Louis of a single count of producing child porn. The attorney's office detailed the case against him. The Indy Library has Sisu. Oh, nice. The attorney's office detailed the case. The affidavit in support of the complaint alleges that a court-approved search of Moore's home in Springfield found storage device, here you go, that contained a video of 3 juveniles in a bathroom. I wonder what kind. The search for a residence used by Moore and Vandalia uncovered a hidden camera disguised as a wall clock and one disguised as a Bluetooth speaker. The investigation began after one of the juveniles told the police department he discovered the camera in a hotel bathroom. It's got to be girls, right?
Oh, it's he.
Oh, okay. The discovery happened the morning after juvenile woke up to discover Moore standing above him and masturbating, believing the victim was asleep. Wow.
Yeah, I heard that.
The juvenile was in shock and acted like he was still asleep. Regarding the hotel bathroom, Moore was on a church trip with the group, decided to stay at the hotel due to the winter weather.
They went to a pro-life rally.
They went to a pro-life rally.
Or whatever the march is in Washington, D.C.
He reportedly stayed in the room with 2 juveniles. A social media post, the Lutheran pastor, Reverend Jim Pierce, said the news was absolutely appalling. His actions are demonic. I pray for his repentance, but I also pray he will pay the greatest penalty the courts can give what a horrendous crime. Lord, have mercy on the children, says the priest. Moore waived his right to a detention hearing and is being held behind bars till his trial. The U.S. Department of Justice, because the term child porn is used in federal statute, it also commonly used by lawmakers, prosecutors, and investigators at the public to describe the form of sexual exploitation of children. However, this term fails to describe the true horror that is faced by countless children every year. The production of this creates permanent record of the child SA. A legal market for corn has exploded due to the expansion of interest. By the way, this is weird as fuck. I've noticed that some of the fake or some of the images of Epstein, what is that are on there with children are now being doctored by AI, by other sick fucks. Putin and Xi Jinping proclaim a new blueprint for Russia and China in a virtual meeting. 4 more Americans killed by illegal alien and truck driver in Indiana. 4 more Americans have been killed by a migrant trucker who was admitted by Joe Biden's open door policies. This was in Indiana, killed by a Kyrgyzstani native, Belzan Bishkeved, allegedly smashed into their vehicle. Always stay away from trucks. You hate trucks? Mm-hmm. On Tuesday afternoon, a 30-year-old truck driver from Philly named Belzkan Beshkevit failed to stop for slow traffic on 67 in Jay County, Indiana. He swerved into oncoming traffic and killed 4 Amish men. Jesus Christ. Henry Eicher, 58, his sons, Minnow and Paul, and Simon Schwartz, age 22. The driver has been detained by ICE. The mass killing is one that's very familiar. Why did you bring so many in? Oh, it's okay. Their skin is brown. They can fly the plane. It's like, who told you that nationality or skin color gives you skill? I mean, I've heard for years, don't talk, a black woman is talking. Who says that that's better? Intelligence is not skin color. I heard people tell me melanin makes you smarter. I'm like, no, it doesn't. Melanin doesn't pass the brain-blood barrier. Melanin doesn't do anything to your brain power. What is wrong with you? Are you stupid? You're just the same. It doesn't matter if you're white as Wonder Bread or black as a fucking dark sun. What it is it's just your brain development. It doesn't matter. How stupid are people? Oh man, my melanin makes you darker than me. That's it. Look, I've got freckles. Like I said, I got freckles. Which part of that right there? Which part's white? Which part's black? Which part's Hispanic? Yeah, fuck you. Exactly. That's right. I got a lot of videos to do. Goddamn. I just haven't been into it, but now I'm into it.
I have another video for you to do too, a story that I saw earlier today, but it's too long to tell you on a live stream, so.
Really?
But it's a good one.
Okay. Does that have anything to do with something going up someone's butt? What, like
No.
fell on a road cone or something?
No, it's something in Minneapolis.
Oh. Here, that's out, by the way. Let's see what else we got in the news. Bitcoin continues to fall. The market is failing. Amazon falls 10%. Job openings plummet. I did want to talk about this. That it's the worst job market since 2009. As there's more job losses. There hasn't been this many job layoffs since 2009. So, and this is what AI is doing. And older Americans are now unretiring to survive. In the past 6 months, 7% of retirees have re-entered the workforce so they can afford to live. The average adult is now working near the age of 70. That is sickening. And fresh calls to oust Keir Starmer as Prime Minister. Hi, I'm Gatlin. Oh, hey, Gatlin, how are you? Yeah, what's up, bitch? You don't know me. Fuck you, motherfucker. My name's Gatlin. I carry a motherfucking 9 and shit. I had sex with your fucking mom. What do you think about that, bitch? Then I pulled a gun on you. Get out there. You saw what you saw. Don't even think it. Don't even hide it. Get in your room, bitch. That's right. Now I'm going to tell you something. What's that, Gatlin? Some of you motherfuckers out there, some of you motherfuckers out there, some of you fucked up. You keep sucking that political dick. What's wrong with you? Come around my way, I'm gonna fuck you up. Kneecaps and shit. Whack, bitch. What you think about that, motherfucker? Sorry, my voice is bad. I can't do his. So here's what's gonna happen. All you're gonna take that money out the bag. You're gonna put it right there. You're going to put it right there in that wallet. See where it says Cash App right there? That doesn't go to this motherfucker right here. No, you think you giving money to him? Ha, motherfucker, he's my bitch. Right? You got to understand, when you Cash App this motherfucker, I steal that shit. You know what I buy with it? Honey and pussy. That's it. Fuck y'all.
Good job, yeah.
Thanks. Anyway, what's up, America? The most German. Anyway, so that's Gatlin. He's got a few vices. Oh my God. And newly released video logs appear to contradict the official narrative of Epstein's death. Zelensky says 55,000 Ukrainian soldiers have died, but almost half, or more than 500,000 are Russians, or nearly a million. I highly doubt that. 55 bullshit. I'm going to say at least 100 or so thousand Ukrainian soldiers have died. The Russians can't be that bad. New York CEOs are gearing up for war with Mamdani, and the mafia has made a return. By the way, there's no such thing as the mafia. In case anybody with the families watching out there, you want a wheelman? There's no such thing as the mafia. They call me Johnny Tight Lips. Who says I have a mother? The fuck's wrong with you? Anyway, war games are showing that Europe is vulnerable to Russian attack because they've spent their whole time being DEI. And my voice has been bad. I do love Gatlin on the live streams. He does need to come in more, Emily. He does need to come in more.
It's still too big.
Tree Fitty. Gatlin's in a Burger King helmet. And Nancy Guthrie. Oh, female daycare teacher filmed throwing a shoe at a 5-year-old. Oh, that's funny. She's a tiger mom, too. Tiger mom throwing the shoe. That's hilarious. Emotional damage. No shit. Kelly Osbourne needs to quit using Ozempic. Penisgate hits the Winter Olympics as ski jumper is accused of injecting acid into their dick to become human gliders. And really? So hold on. So Olympic skiers will inject their penises with acid to make them what? Flow better in the air? Gatlin, why are we doing this? Are we that competitive? Are we that psychotic? Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? Anyway, Winter Olympics is disrupted by too much snow. Construction unfinished, and eco warriors attacking the Olympics to try to stop oil. People really are retarded, aren't they? Taxpayer-funded apartment building turned over to the Seattle homeless population after complaints other complexes became luxurious crack houses. Oh. Socialist mayor. Like, we already knew it was going to happen. Hilton CEO's Virginia mansion is besieged by ICE protesters, furious at the chain selling room to immigration cops. So now protesters, it's hyaluronic acid. Oh, okay. So now protesters are protesting in front of the Hilton CEO's house. I hate people. Let's see. Gatlin. And Chicago now resembles Kabul in dystopian new video where rifle-wielding men are casually spraying bullets and kill a woman sitting in a car. So daytime shooting in Chicago as a man comes up with an AK-47 and just murders a woman in her car, resembling the streets of Afghanistan during the war. As here's men coming up with machine guns, murdering a woman in the car, using several fucking Glock switches and what looks like a shitty Norinco AK-47. And bundle of gas-filled party balloons blow up in an elevator. Massive fireball erupts as a Russian train explodes. And Midwestern Diner, what's up, my friends? Midwestern Diner erects a sign banning customers who smell like weed. A popular Midwestern diner has come under fire for banning customers who reek like weed. Golden Nest Pancake and Cafe in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, erected giggity a sign, "Please do not enter if you smell of marijuana." It's a family restaurant, and this is unappealing while guests are dining. Thank you. Saying that the smell of marijuana is upsetting to other customers. Now, having said that, I am going to say that it smells like weed everywhere. Now, my state, listen to this, honey. Indiana's only one of 6 states that still puts you in jail for weed. Every other state doesn't. So the only states that'll still put you in jail for weed are Wisconsin, Iowa, Indiana, Texas, Georgia, and Tennessee. Every other state, it's decriminalized at least. You can legally buy weed now in stores. Listen to this. Maine, Vermont, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Delaware, D.C., Maryland, Virginia, Illinois, Michigan, Missouri, Wisconsin, Montana, Oregon, Alaska, California, Hawaii, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado. You can get medical at North Carolina, West Virginia, Kentucky, most southern states now. So Indiana's just a bunch of retards. So Indiana is one of the dumbest states in America. Indiana is only one of 6 states where weed is actually a crime. So we are one of the dumbest fucking states in the country. I've never seen a group of retards so bad. Oh, by the way, the state of Indiana just passed a bill saying that you can build anything anywhere regardless of environment. So you can put a landfill right next to a river in Indiana. Can we leave? I'm going to ask it again. When she's done with school, can we get the fuck out of this retard bag fest? You know what's going to happen? We're going to leave this state and they're going to legalize it. And I still don't want Indiana weed. Fuck this state.
No, 'cause the taxes.
I've never been to Minnesota, huh?
Taxes would be outrageous.
Yeah. I cannot stand Indiana. And I live in this state. It is a pile of dog shit. And it's not the state. The people are hardy and okay. Except their drivers. The government in Indiana is the biggest dumbass bullshit fuckface. The cocksuck, ridiculous. I don't know what to do about Indiana. I've never seen such stupid motherfuckers in our government. They keep, well, we can't make it legal. We can't have medical because Eli Lilly. It's like you are fucking retarded. Like the government of Indiana is full of fucking retards. Like there's nothing else to say about it. I'm sorry. I hate Indiana. Indiana has degraded me so much. I do not ever want to live here. I hate this place. I would rather eat a bag of shit than live here for the rest of my life. And if I
rather eat a bag of shit than to do a lot of things. You said that about a lot.
because there's a lot of shit I don't want to do, but live here is one of them. Nevertheless, yeah, so that's what it is. So that's the news of the day. It is 9:44 on a Thursday. I will be back tomorrow once again. Like I said, I know people want me to go live on TikTok. Ain't happening. Fuck that piece of shit. Until I know that their AI does not have fucking some problem, then I am not going back. They are so fucking Like, no, and the European Union is suing them, by the way. There is no other platform that is so fucked up than TikTok. They, like, you can literally show porn on TikTok, no violation. You talk about you like Trump, banned immediately. Is the most fucked up shit ever. Anyway, that new look back. So don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube. Hello America Sup. Subscribe or follow me on Sup America and Sup America 2 over on TikTok. Subscribe here. I have memberships here. Cash App, blah, blah, blah. And you can follow me on Twitter. Hello America Sup. I know I need to change names. I'm sorry. I've been busy as fuck. And we'll get... So don't forget to subscribe, share, like, hit the notification button. And if you don't like me, block me and go fuck yourself as always. See you later. Bye. Take it easy, Johnny. And I'll be back tomorrow. If you don't like me,